principal quantum number. This quantum number is denoted by small n and it is having positive integer values that are 1, 2, 3 onwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. These values are for principal quantum number. What this value indicates, for example, consider this as a center of nucleus. Then here, when n is equal to 1, this shell is called as K shell. That means here positive center. Then here first orbit. Then here principal quantum number value n is equal to 1. When principal quantum number value n is equal to 1, that is K shell. When n is equal to 2, this is the second orbit that revolving around the nucleus, shell is L. When principal quantum number value n is equal to 3, shell is M. When principal quantum number value n is equal to 4, then shell is N. That means here first shell that present at the around the nucleus, that is K shell. Second shell around the nucleus, that is L shell. Third shell around the nucleus, that is M shell. Fourth shell around the nucleus, that is N shell. And there are so many shells are present. If we consider the values of principal quantum number in the increasing order 1, 2, 3, 4 and onwards, that orbits are present in the increasing level of energy. Okay, so here how many suborbitals are present, that we will consider here. Here n is equal to 1, K shell. When n is equal to 2, L shell. When n is equal to 3, M shell is present around the nucleus. When n is equal to 4, N shell around the nucleus is present. And all these shells have different capacity of electrons, and what is that capacity? That is given by the formula n square. Okay, so here n square. Then here in K shell, if we consider for K shell value of n is 1, so here we will get 1 square 1. Then for n is equal to 2 for L shell, then here n square, that is 2 square, that will become here 4. Here n is equal to 3 for M shell, so here 3 square, that is equal to 9. Here n is equal to 4 for N shell, 4 square, that will become 16. What these values give idea? These values give idea that here how many suborbitals are present. Now here for K shell, n is equal to 1, principal quantum number is equal to 1. Here how many subshells are present? Only one subshell is present. That means here only S subshell is present. Only one S subshell is present. Only one S subshell is present. Here for L shell, n is equal to 2. That means second shell around the nucleus. For that principal quantum number value is 2. Then here how many subshells are present? 4 subshells are present. Which are that 4 subshells? 2s, 2 for principal quantum number, 2s, 1 subshell is 2s and 3 subshells are 2p. 3 subshells are 2p. Which are that 3 2p orbitals? 2px orbital, 2py orbital and 2pz orbitals. So here total how many suborbitals are present in the L shell? 4 suborbitals are present. Which are that? 1 2s orbital and 3 2p orbitals. 1 2s orbital and 3 2p orbitals, 2px, 2py and 2pz orbitals. Now here n is equal to 3 for M shell. So here 3 square. 3 square is equal to 9. That means in M shell 9 subshells are present. 9 subshells are present. 3s, 3p and 3d. 3s, 3p and 3d. 1 3s orbital is present. 3 3p orbitals are present. 3px, 3py, 3pz. Then 5 3d orbitals are present. 3dxy, 3dxz, 3dyz, 3d x square y square and 3d z square. So here in case of M shell 9 subshells are present. In case of n shell, n is equal to 4, that is principal quantum number value is 4. So in case of n shell, 16 subshells are present. Which are that? 1 4s orbital, 3 4p orbitals, 5 4d orbitals, and 7 4f orbitals. So total 16 subshells are present in case of fourth main shell, that is n shell. So according to principal quantum number, we will get the idea in which subshell electron is present. So we will consider here second quantum number, that is azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number, that is denoted by small l, and l is equal to values 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. That means for n is equal to 1, what should be the values of l? Here l, that is azimuthal quantum number. For n is equal to 1, principal quantum number n is equal to 1. What is the shell? K shell. Okay. What is the shell? K shell. What are the values of L? L is equal to 0, 2. The n minus 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0. So which subshell? Yes subshell is present. When n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2, which shell? L shell. What are the values of L shell? Here 0 to n minus 1. So 0 is there first. N minus 1, 2 minus 1. So here 1. For n is equal to 2, the values of azimuthal quantum number are L is equal to 0 and 1. For 0, which subshell? Yes. For 1, which subshell? P subshell. Okay. That is P subshell. Now if we consider third value, if n is equal to 3, principal quantum number n is equal to 3, which shell is there? M shell is there. Okay. M shell, that means third main shell around the nucleus. Then here what are the values of L? 0 is there, then 1 is there, n minus 1, so 3 minus 1, that is 2. 3 subshells should be there. S, P, D. Okay. Likewise here, how many subshells are present? That also depends upon the value of azimuthal quantum number. Now here, how many suborbitals are present? That can be found with the help of magnetic quantum number. So here consider magnetic quantum number, that is denoted by small m, magnetic quantum number, that is denoted by small m. Small m. So here that small m, that is having value minus L to plus L. Minus L to plus L. See here how that quantum numbers are depend on each other. Azimuthal quantum number, that depends upon the value of principal quantum number. Magnetic quantum number, that depends upon value of azimuthal quantum number. That means these quantum numbers are independent on each other, dependent on each other. So here for L is equal to we know that 0 to n minus 1. For n is equal to 0, L is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, m is equal to 0. If L is equal to 0, m is equal to 0, n is equal to 0, then which subshell? S subshell is present. That means here how many suborbitals are present? That depends upon the value of magnetic quantum number. Value of magnetic quantum number. For example, here if we consider here n is equal to 1, sorry. If n is equal to 2, L is equal to 0 and 1. So here minus L to plus L, that means minus 1 to plus 1. So here how many values of there? M is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. So 3 values of M, that indicates that 3 suborbitals are present. For example, if 2p orbital is there, then 2px, 2py, 2pz, these are the suborbitals are present. That depends upon the value of magnetic quantum number. And the fourth quantum number, that is spin quantum number, that gives idea about the spin of electron present in the same orbit. For example, here fourth one is spin quantum number. Spin quantum number. This number is denoted by small letter s. S is equal to value plus 1/2 and minus 1/2. So here when electrons are shown in the box diagram, then here if one electron is pointing in the upward direction, then its value should be plus half, and second electron in the same orbit that pointing in the downward direction, its value should be minus half. And so here what happens, spin of that both electrons is get cancelled, and hence this electronic configuration is stable electronic configuration. This electronic configuration becomes stable electronic configuration because here spin of one electron in the upward direction having the spin quantum number value plus half, second electron pointing in the downward direction because here spin quantum number value is minus half, and if this situation happens, this electronic configuration is stable electronic configuration. So this idea is given by quantum numbers, and in detail we are going to see this concept in 11th standard also. These concepts will get repeated again. In that standard we'll see in detail. So here we have to see here what is meant by atomic number. Atomic number means what? That concept we have to see. What is atomic number? Atomic number means what? Number of protons present inside the nucleus that indicates atomic number for that particular element. What is atomic number? Atomic number means number of protons present inside the nucleus of an element, that is the atomic number. And we know that atomic number is the identity of an atom, because with increase in atomic number these elements are placed in the periodic table. So here a positive charge is present inside the nucleus, and this positive charge is said to be protons. Okay, protons. Along with protons, here neutrons are also present inside the nucleus. Along with protons, neutrons are also present inside the nucleus, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, protons and neutrons are present. Electrons are revolving around this nucleus. These protons are positively charged particles, electrons are negatively charged particles, and neutrons are electrically neutral particles. This positive charge on this proton, that is get balanced by this negative charge, and hence this atomic structure is stable atomic structure. What is atomic number? Number of electrons present in the particular element, that is atomic number, or we can say that number of protons present inside the nucleus of an element, that is atomic number. So atomic number is denoted by capital Z is equal to number of electrons in an particular element, or we can say that number of protons inside the nucleus. So Z, atomic number, is equal to number of electrons or is equal to number of protons, and here we will see how that any element is represented. For example, this X element, that may be represented as Za. What is Z? Z is atomic number. And what is this A? This is the atomic mass number. Atomic mass number. A, capital A, is atomic mass number. What is this A? A is equal to Z plus N. What is Z? Atomic number. Atomic number. What is this N? This is number of neutrons. Number of neutrons. Number of neutrons. Capital A is equal to Z plus N. Any element that can be represented by this symbolic form, here X, that may be hydrogen, helium, lithium, any atom we can consider here. Z, that indicates atomic number. A, that indicates atomic mass number. Atomic mass number is equal to number of electrons, or number of neutrons, number of protons, or number of neutrons, because A is equal to Z plus N. Z is nothing but atomic number. Atomic number is calculated by finding number of electrons or number of protons present inside the nucleus, around the nucleus. So in this way, here representation of these elements we have seen, and one thing is important here, what is meant by isotopes. Isotopes means what? Here the elements which are having same atomic number but different atomic masses. The elements which have same atomic number but different atomic mass. These are said to be isotopes to each other. For example, carbon 613, carbon 614. These are isotopes because here atomic number 6 that is same and here mass number that are different. For first example, that is 13 is the atomic mass. For second isotope, 14 is the atomic mass. So here what is isotopes? The elements which are having same atomic number but different atomic masses, they are said to be isotopes to each other. Now here consider the second concept, what is meant by isobars. What is meant by isobars? The elements which are having different atomic numbers and same atomic mass, they are said to be isobars to each other. For example, 6C14, 7N14. 6C14, 7N14. Now here atomic number of carbon is 6 and its atomic mass is 14. Atomic number of nitrogen is 7 but atomic mass is 14, and that is similar with this carbon, and so 6C14 carbon, 7N14 nitrogen, they are said to be isobars to each other. And so what is isobars? The elements which are having different atomic numbers but same atomic mass, they are said to be isobars to each other. So we'll stop here. Thank you.